The second suspect in the Salisbury nerve agent attack is unmasked as a highly decorated doctor in Russian military intelligence. An investigative website claims he is Alexander Mishkin and that Russia didn't make it hard to find him.
They have so many spies that they're not able to protect everyone's identity well.
The Kremlin has refused to comment, but British intelligence is not disputing the identification. Also tonight, the company that stockpiled hundreds of tons of medical waste is stripped of some of its NHS contracts. A convicted British paedophile is taken to court by 5 boys from the Philippines who claim he abused them there.
I reckon England are in with a shout.
The boss of Ladbrokes and Coral calls for gambling advertising on TV to be banned before 9 p.m. And the BBC confirms Sean Walsh and his partner Katia Jones will dance on Strictly this Saturday after their relationship sparks controversy. Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6. The second suspect in the Salisbury nerve agent attack is a doctor and highly decorated Russian military intelligence officer. That's according to an investigative website called Bellingcat. It claims his name is Alexander Mishkin and that he received a Hero of the Russian Federation award from President Putin himself. The Kremlin has made no comment. Last month, Bellingcat named the first Salisbury suspect also as a member of Russian military intelligence, a claim rejected by Russia. Here's our security correspondent, Gordon Carrera.
Alexander Mishkin as a young man, and more recently, Alexander Petrov. 2 names but one person, a Russian spy. Arriving as Alexander Petrov, he was spotted on CCTV in Salisbury in March and accused by police of poisoning Sergei Skripal, himself a former Russian spy, and his daughter Yulia. A discarded perfume bottle used in the attack would later kill Dawn Sturgis. But now Petrov has been named as Alexander Mishkin. So what do we know about him? He was born in July 1979 in Loiga. He trained as a doctor at a military medical academy. And in 2014 he was awarded the title Hero of the Russian Federation. So why might a doctor have been involved?
This is the most deadly chemical warfare agent known to man. They were handling it, taking on aeroplanes. He would have made sure that they didn't become casualties. And importantly also making sure that Skripal got a dose that would kill him and probably hang around to see that the symptoms had taken place before they got on a plane back to Moscow.
Ruslan Bashirov. Alexander Viktorov.
Along with the other man previously revealed to be Anatoly Chapiga, Mishkin went on Russian TV saying he was a tourist in Salisbury, there to see the cathedral spire. So how did researchers from the group Bellingcat manage to prove that Petrov was really Mishkin? They firstly surmised that, like some other operatives, he might have kept his real date of birth and first 2 names. Databases revealed a possible match, which tallied with an individual linked to Russian military intelligence, the GRU. Next, they got hold of passport details and carried out image analysis to see if there was a visual match. There was. Finally, they went here to his hometown, where people confirmed his identity and said his grandmother had proudly showed a picture of him receiving a medal from Vladimir Putin. So what does this say about the GRU based in this building, that it's possible to identify their spies?
I think they're doing it as a mass market product already. They have so many spies that they're not able to protect everyone's identity well. And for me, but that's my personal opinion, even though they have amazing hackers and computer departments, that knowledge and savviness has not flowed through to their old-fashioned hit job departments.
With its missions and officers now exposed, Vladimir Putin, here pictured inside the GRU, will now have to decide whether to fundamentally change how it operates. Gordon Carrera, BBC News.
Live now to Moscow and our correspondent Sarah Rainsford. So now, Sarah, we have a second suspect unmasked. What's the reaction been there?
Well, the Kremlin has moved from flat denial to no comment today. Vladimir Putin's spokesman has said that if the British government has any evidence on the identity of the Salisbury suspects, then it should submit that through official channels. But he said he was not going to comment any further on what he called rumours that these men are military spies. So that's a giant sidestep, really, around some very awkward questions for the Kremlin. The BBC has now spoken to multiple people in the village where this man comes from, who have now confirmed what Bellingcat uncovered, that the man calling himself Alexander Petrov is in fact Alexander Mishkin. One of them, a school friend who described him as the boy who ran the school disco. So an awkward moment for the Kremlin, but if Vladimir Putin's feeling that, he's not showing it. In fact, on state TV today, he was shown smiling broadly, visiting an apple orchard. But I think crucially, the people I'm speaking to here are saying that what this won't change is Moscow's tack. One man said, he was describing the mentality in the Kremlin, he said, we're at war. That's how the Kremlin sees this. So although Russia has lost this battle, perhaps, he said it would now go away to learn its lessons and then come back to the fight.
Sarah Rainsford in Moscow, thank you.